Hey everyone, today I'm coming to you with a review on the brand new Marvel Legends X-Men retro carded Longshot. Now this figure is essentially the exact same figure that was released in the Mojo World box set, bar a few differences that I will go over in the review, but I do really think it is a great thing that Hasbro put this in the main line, therefore making it readily available for all collectors to get and not having it stuck in a $150 to $200 box set. And it is also an entirely new sculpt. So we all knew that this was going to get re-released, but I do especially like how it was re-released in the retro card. So without further ado, let's get into the Marvel Legends Longshot review. So before we go over Longshot, I do want to go over his box here. Now it is in the retro card as I mentioned, but there you can see the 4 heroes that are included in the wave. There you can see Longshot there, Lucky Dagger, Longshot down there, Uncanny X-Men, same old retro card that we're used to there. You can see the price that is in Canadian. I got it at GameStop Canada. There you can see the other figures in the wave. I have reviews for these out already, so go check those out, and I will have Multiple Man next, and so on and so forth. His bio reads, Longshot, the alien performer and hero Longshot, uses his ability, manipulating powers to turn any odds in his favor. And there you have a really cool image of Longshot there. But that is essentially everything with the box. So as far as the Longshot figure goes, this is exactly the same figure, bar a few differences as the one that was included in the Mojo World box set. This one did have a white star and nothing on the eye, whereas this one has the yellow star and has the effect on the eye. So this is arguably the more iconic version of Longshot. He also was included with the bag, which is not included with this figure. And there is some... well, this might just be my eye, but it looks like the silver paint here might be a little bit different. But other than that, as you can see, it is exactly the same figure. But it is really good that this figure is in a main line because it's going to be very desirable. And it would suck to have this just be in a 150, whatever, expensive, let's just say expensive set for a really desirable character. And a desirable character that is an entirely new sculpt. But the rest of the figure, like I said, it is the same, so there isn't too much to go over here. It is a really, really good sculpt. This is the sculpt that they were going to use on the HasLab Ghost Rider, but that is not happening, and hopefully we will get those figures eventually down the line. But I do really like this purse. I just like the sculpt of it and the brown that they used. I think this might be the first time just getting it in a brown like this. It might have been in some other colors, but this is just a good bag that you can have on Longshot, but you can certainly use on other figures as well. The hands here are the same as the other one, but you do get a extra set of hands here, being a fist and an open hand, which are the same ones that are included with the other figure. But as you can see, he has 3 fingers and a thumb, which that's Mojo World. They all have that. His knife is a very, very nice sculpt. I really like the knife that was included with the Mojo World set, and this is exactly the same. So you can put it into a little sheath here on the side, which that looks great. And then the belt looks great. It's just a really great sculpt and very modern version of Longshot. I am happy that they waited to do this. We do get things, I should wait for the articulation, but we do get brand new modern joints like this neck joint that is the same one that we kind of got with Hawkeye. This one looks a little bit better. But other than that, if you want a more in-depth look at this figure, check out my Mojo World review. I spent a long time on that figure, on that review, but there really isn't too much more to show here. I just mainly wanted to show that there are certainly differences with the 2 figures. So let's get on to his articulation. So the articulation on Longshot is very, very good. The head does go back that much, which is pretty good, especially with all this hair here. The hair does get in the way a little bit, but it is fairly pliable. You do get that neck joint that I mentioned, so that adds a lot of movement that wouldn't have been there normally, and you get that awesome movement right there as well. Full 360 on paper, as you can see, but it is a little bit difficult to move, but as you can see, very good head movement with Longshot. Arms go out that much, down full 360. He does have a beautiful butterfly joint, double jointed, pinless elbows. And then the hands are interesting. This hand is on a horizontal hinge, so it goes up, down, full 360. This one is on a vertical hinge, so up, down, full 360. And these other 2 are both on horizontal hinges. The ab crunch, let's put this up here. Ab crunch goes down that much, back, full 360. leg kicks forward that much, back, splits, upper thigh cut, double jointed, pinless knees, which look great. I really want to see what else they're going to use this body for because I think it is very versatile. There you can see he also does boot rotation and the ankles do go up, down, and ankle rocker pivot. But yeah, let me know. What do you think, besides Ghost Rider, obviously, what do you think they could use this body for in the future? I feel like there's definitely some uses that I'm just not thinking of. But let's get on to some comparisons. So here we have the Longshot retro carded figure next to the Mojo World box set Longshot, as well as his wave mate Spiral. I really think it was a great inclusion to have these two in the same wave. I just think that really has kind of a theming to the wave, which makes me just like the wave even more than I already do. But these all look great together. Review for her coming soon. Here we have the Longshot next to the Wolverine from this wave, as well as the Dazzler from the Mojo World box set. Here we have Longshot next to the Love Triangle 3-pack Wolverine and Cyclops with the head from this wave. These look really, really good together. I love the head sculpts with this Wolverine. Here we have the Longshot next to some other X-Men members. Here we have the retro carded Rogue, retro carded Beast, Love Triangle 3-pack Jean Grey, as well as the animated Jubilee. And then lastly, for comparisons, here we have Mojo from the Mojo World box set next to Longshot, as well as Shatterstar from the Warlock Build-A-Figure wave, I believe, next to Longshot. These all look really great together, especially Mojo and Longshot. This is such a great figure. I think it has to be on... Oh, they're all falling. I think he has to be on my top 10 of the year. I will have that coming out in the next month or so. I'm working on them with my friend right now for Black Series and Marvel Legends, but we'll get to that once we get to that, and you will stand up, okay? You stand. Although I don't know if we want you standing on Mojo's hand. That's a little odd, but regardless, these all look great together. So let's get on to my final thoughts for Longshot. So overall, I really, really like this Longshot figure. I'm happy they waited to do this because now they have all this awesome modern articulation and technology to make this the best figure that it could be. It is certainly not needed in your collection if you do have the Mojo World set, but if you do have that set, I don't know. You don't need this, obviously. You don't need any figure, but the design of it is different enough that I do think it might warrant picking this one up. I don't know, because I do really think if you don't have that set, this is obviously a must-get without even thinking about it. But if you do have that set, I still think there's enough different here to maybe warrant buying this one. But at the same time, if you like this one and if you have this one, then I think you should be fine. My point with that, though, is this is just the most iconic design of a Longshot with the eye and the yellow star. This one's great, too, but this is kind of just a powered-down design. But that's just my thoughts on that. But as always, I'm going to give this figure a rating. I think I'm going to have to give him a 9.5 out of 10. This figure is just awesome. Very happy that it is in the main line for collectors. That's going to be great, and especially on a retro card. But like I said, 9.5 out of 10. As always, let me know what you think of this figure in the comments below. Is it as good as I say it is? Is it not? Are you going to pick it up? Are you not? Just start a conversation down there, and as always, I will join in. But until my next video, thank you guys so much for watching. I have been Jagger Collector, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.